despite Boxy and his efforts on Devo throughout a lot of that game. So, Oliver Grosstay, you think BMG has what it takes?
Oh, I definitely think they do. I just think they need to be more prepared, or have some reaction to what early game ECX chooses to have. Because last game they just kept sending Balthazar bottom to die. So they need to do some rotations earlier. Maybe send even just get people down there to guard Balthazar. Balthazar's such a big part of the team along with Boxy, and if you give him farm, he will carry you. So kind of just need to be more prepared, I guess, for what ECX is going to throw at them.
Yeah. Well, definitely a lot easier said than done, but
that's true.
In the end, ECX again, they're playing very, very well. So tough task, but I mean BMG, definitely a team that's up for it. See what they're able to accomplish here. Keep referring to they are the Season 3 champions. At their core, they still are. Fusion, Balthazar, Boxy, of course, part of that Season 3 performance last year, a little over a year ago now, at the World Finals there. So, got Make thrown in there now with Darth Lapt, a.k.a. Insania, who brings plenty of experience to the table when it comes to these style of events. So, the potential all is there. But, can they make it work? Tundra, the third pick for ECX. So, once again, they get their Tundra pick. Zane, fairly happy with that, I'm sure. As Aluna comes out for BMG with their third pick. So,
yep.
Get their support option. Neither team with a carry. So, we're probably going to see some carry bans.
Yep.
Here.
Dark Lady, Bade, Sandwraith, Oogie, go.
Moon Queen?
There's one. Did I say Moon Queen?
No, you didn't, but I'm
okay.
asking, do we see Moon Queen? Because of the last game?
I don't think it's ban-worthy. I don't think the hero is the same god tier it used to be. I think it's just really strong. I think it's strong when it's put into that situation, given that kind of space, I guess. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's ban-worthy. I don't think it's, god tier among carries. I think it's a good carry given the circumstances.
Okay. A hero that actually, you mentioned how Devo got the slight buff, and I mean this last patch we had, there's actually a couple of heroes that got a little bit of impact. A hero that actually got some, those are nerfs, that's right. Dang it, never mind. I was going to say Armadon, but...
Oh, I love that hero.
That's right, he actually got nerfed a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what to... They nerfed my Suicide hero, it's so unfair.
Armadon Suicide, yeah?
I played at Suicide all the time, it was one of my favorite heroes. But,
right.
It's okay to grief me, that's fine.
Yeah.
But just look at this. Just carry bans across the board. Assuming to see the mage ban.
A hero that actually did get changed a little bit, and I wonder if that's why we're not seeing her, is Monarch. She actually got changed to both of the Noxious Cloud as well as the Noxious Nightcrawler ability itself and how it works. So, yeah, they gave it like a cooldown of sorts as far as the use of it.
It's like 70 seconds, I think.
It's a 70-second cooldown, yes.
Yeah, it's too much. It's still the same good defensive support, but the problem is the wards can be countered so easily, and the cooldown being over a minute is just way too much. Mm-hmm. Even like I think 30 seconds to 40 seconds might be a little more manageable, but just 70 just seems too high to place a ward that could be easily run over and countered.
Yeah, that's fair.
But choosing to ban Moira.
Yeah, that's not a carry. That's not a carry at all.
Ironically,
yeah.
Darth Lapt was right-clicking it earlier, ironically enough.
Yeah, Insania. It's actually pretty good on that hero, but he's not here, unfortunately, so...
Yeah, we won't be seeing it.
I wouldn't ban that. No, but yeah, with it being over there, obviously... That's where I think that is a little bit of respect there. It's the
100%.
idea that he's, could play that secondary support Moira, and he is good with it. And it's an annoying hero to play against, definitely. So,
in my opinion, he made that hero. I'm pretty sure, that good. Like he just showed how strong he is at playing the hero. So, here's where the choice is going to come in. If they want Mage Bane Dark Lady of the two.
Yeah, interesting finish there. You got the Moira and then the Fade ban. by BMG. So a little bit of a left turn there.
Don't think we'll be seeing Clanks. I've had my talks with him, but boy.
Yeah, he's no longer a Clinks fan.
No, he still loves the hero, but
Oh, okay.
it's just the items you have to go are just
Too much.
Thunderclaw being nerfed the way it is just it's you can never get to that scaly point that Clanks used to, spike at that mid game to late game point because it just takes so long to get there, and while you're getting there, you're sitting there on like 700 HP the whole game. It's just Clanks itself isn't nerfed to the ground. The items that Clanks used to get are nerfed to the ground.
Yeah.
That's kind of the problem, but he still picks it. I've seen him still pick it, and I've seen him try. I've tried. I've told him what I've done, and I mean, I went the old school build of Thunderclaw Nullstone, and he was like, maybe, but don't know if he'll be messing with that right now.
Yeah, when you're trying to move on here in these brackets, you're up 1-0. I mean, it's best to do what you're searching is going to work out pretty well here. So
They're really deciding on what they want.
yeah, gonna use that extra time. Pretty much to the wire.
Hey, if he goes Thunderclaw Nullstone, you are all welcome. That is my build. But yeah,
It's funny how it works sometimes.
he's listening. He's in this call, isn't he?
Obviously. Yeah, the Clinks. Okay, so now to those points even more as you're bringing up. Now that we actually have the pick. Yeah, this hero not only got those nerfs before all the item changes, but then the item changes happen, and the Thunderclaw most noticeably is the one that really kind of made him stop being a popular pick. So, what? And then Gemini coming out on the other side. Wow.
That hero was nerfed almost as much as Clanks was item-wise. You don't get stats on that hero anymore. It's so hard to get stats.
Why is that with the Dawnbringer and stuff being nerfed, or?
Oh my god, who is griefing? Okay. I'm getting griefed on Discord. Okay. Anyways, yeah, I mean, well, not the Dawnbringer being nerfed, more for, the Frostwolf, Geo's build was kind of the most popular, but Frostwolf gives you no stats now. It doesn't, I'm very intrigued to see what Balthazar decides to go.
Yeah.
Because I don't really know anymore. He could still go that same build. It's just you don't have the stats anymore. The stats are the big thing that happened to that hero.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, I mean, that seems so like, obviously, again, how much more can we stress as Valkyrie's a final pick even. But going, pick up like this, they're confident with it enough, and I want to say, Balthazar maybe has a little bit of history playing it as far as the Gemini is concerned, but obviously it's been a long time if so. Yeah, this feels like an early season 4 matchup, maybe even back to season 3 in some ways with this draft here that we got. It really does, but
yeah,
it's what we got here to see if we're gonna have ECX moving on or not, or going to a game 3. So Evil Corporation, Bad Monkey Gaming. So the Gemini and then the Valkyrie is one that can't overlook either as far as the final pick goes. Granted, it's BMG. They pick it up more than anyone, it feels like, but still. Not,
yeah.
And Maki's playing it, though, so yeah, a little bit different there, actually.
Oh, He wrecked me on Valkyrie. He arrowed me 50 times. He's good at that hero.
Just fine with it, yeah.
Yeah. This is going to be a great game, though. I mean, it's really exciting to see two completely unorthodox carries when Magebane and TDL were both up.
Yeah.
That's kind of the fun thing here, is they're venturing away from the standard same things over and over again, and we get to see the infamous Imba Boy Clanks.
It's definitely kind of taking a step in the past a little bit, but hey, not complaining here. Definitely excited for that. So I was updating the image right there, too. There we go. The score should be good now. So yeah, Evil Corporation up 1-0 here, as you see on your screen. So as far as the lanes go, Valkyrie, she definitely is one of these heroes that has that potential of going aggressive, and sure enough. So yeah, Insania playing the Deadwood here. That's definitely a little unexpected, perhaps, but the case of what we have.
Just noticed he said shout out to D-Dog.
There you go.
That's one of their things as well, so.
support Deadwood, or?
Yeah, they're like kind of second support-ish.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, What You Got just did it a little while ago as well, so. You should be saying shout out to What You Got, Death Slapped. Or
Yeah.
Darth Slapped, Death Slapped.
Whatever that name is. But yeah, Gemini is actually the one I'm really going to be focused on here for Baltazar, because it's a great point you bring up with the stat nerfs that kind of happen, and so that in itself kind of nerfed the hero, let alone not really just being a popular choice in general, but Lexi here for whatever the reason, and kind of the more I'm thinking about it too, like the idea that Gemini advantage, of course, you can split up and be at multiple places or perhaps in a fight or whatever, but the split up, it makes you pretty vulnerable to like a Clanks, who's doing a lot of AoE damage in those fights too.
Well,
but
there's positives and negatives to that, in the fact that it's gonna instantly take off his Hawk now even more.
Oh.
Because he can, it's called Twin Fangs on top of him, and then split and then stun while autoing. His flight is just never gonna be up. If that was, the logic behind it.
Yeah, no, that's true. Maybe a little bit of it there. So they did almost catch Clanks here at the beginning, and the Rotten Grass just missing though. So boys, good to go. You can tell they know that there's pressure down here. Playing it very safe. Andromeda also the same story. Trying to do a stack right here, more so using the pole camp actually. There's the pole camp is blocked. Did get the one spawn though. Gonna have to fight with the Luna, it seems like though. South Force is coming over to at least assist right here as the arrow. Yes, it is going to come out. It connects Lord South Force. Rockcraft uses as well. The heal, it's enough. No, it's not. Lord South Force will go down. Deadwood trying to escape out of this without giving up a turn kill. Unfortunately, not going to be the case. However, they do get the kill on Andromeda. So a 2-for-1 big picture there, including the Bloodlust for Bad Monkey Gaming, actually. So works out in their favor in the long run.
Yep. Good important kills, and really surprised that Tenka came over so early. Maybe getting level 3 and 4 would have made a bigger difference there, but chose to come over pretty early.
Oh, gonna miss a stun there as Clay's running really right into them. Again, good job by Imboboy. Great heads up on his part, realizing that they didn't have the follow-up to do anything on him, even if he runs into them like that, just to make sure to avoid the Rotten Grasp. So he survives through it. Double damage, good rune control by Andromeda here. Or anyone else can get it. Middle matchup, we got a Lodestone versus a Tundra here. And so far, 10-2 Tundra, you got 11-1 Lodestone. So very early on, but pretty even battle here early on between these two. I wonder how Behemoth is supposed to do against. I guess he went boots first even, so I guess not too good. Oh wow, he's doing great.
He went Hatchet, Crushing Claw, Tangos.
Oh.
He just bought boots.
Okay, yeah. So what am I saying? That makes more sense. And yeah, he's doing fantastic actually.
Yeah, he's having a good time up here, and there's not much Gemini can do 1v1 until he gets level 6. So he'll probably have a good time up here for pretty much the whole duration of this top lane.
Already has the Blood Chalice purchased. And coming out here.
Oh, bottom lane. Here we go.
Middle lane, even a little bit back and forth too. But yeah, back to the bottom lane. Deadwood. Rotten Grasp down. He's just trying to run. Throws a log at Andromeda. They will get the kill, but Deadwood falls too. Now the bang connects onto Luna, and she gets taken out on top of it. A double tap for Imboboy. Or as the announcer says, double D's. Coming out right here. So, well played by Clanks. Ends up with a double tap out of it, and so overall he's feeling pretty good after that.
It's funny. A lot of teams have done this thing where they feel like manning up on Imboboy when he's on Clanks is the right decision, but I feel more often than not he ends up getting so many kills.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like more often than not he's always so farmed just off kills when they man up, dual lane, tri-lane, whatever it is.
He's interesting when it comes to that idea because it almost like feels like that, yeah, he should be really weak when it comes to manning up against him, but I don't know. With the flight, I think people almost underestimate the value of the bang and what it does. Not only the damage, but the slow that it provides and allows to set up turn kills or for getting away purpose. So, yeah, I think that maybe has a little bit to do with what you're saying there too. That people just don't respect the abilities enough, and you'd figure after Imboboy and his history that he has on this hero that would be the case, but. Well, we saw DreamHack Teams refused to let that phase them, and we saw the end result. So, again, a little bit different here with the nerfs that have happened and the items and everything, but still similar concept. But yeah, I mean, you're right. He's kind of just hugging this tower. They've tried multiple times now to kill him, and he's 2-0-1. So, not what you planned.
And not at all. I mean, yes, this tri-lane is effective at killing the other. Oh, top lane.
And again, but yeah, top, he's going to be fine.
Matthias just learned that solo bonking heroes doesn't work so much anymore. So, oh, mid lane. Wow, that was close.
Try to snipe out Lodestone. Yeah, I saw them kind of. They've been having a couple of battles here, never getting any kills just yet, but obviously a lot of back and forth between the two. Ultimately, though, staying alive as double damage rune will be controlled by Lodestone here. Oh, Gemini is still pretty low up here. He's going to send the Fire Dog back while the Ice Dog stays around to do other matters. The bottom lane of Luna will fall, and Deadwood's actually caught down here. So guess what? It continues with Boy coming out on top of this exchange. Now Loza with a double damage rune. He missed the stun, though. That's a guaranteed kill on South Forest. Still might get it. No, he baits him back in, and Lord South Forest will help to turn on to Lodestone. A double tap for Clanks. We're going to see a hat trick. Maybe not a hat trick, but will they get the kill on a Valkyrie is the question. I guess they will not. Just a little too much right there. Good job taking the tower damage, though, between teammates. And they'll all just run away. But, man, Boy's 4-0-2 now.
Yeah, it's...
on Clanks.
I feel like this is the same story. Every team really tries to man up on Boy's Clanks, and it just never works. Oh, top lane.
Gemini avoids easy
he's just
damage
gonna outplay
there.
her. Oh,
and there we
yeah,
go. It splits up. There's one. Twin Fang. Can he get the other? There's a second. And a spray. It's not enough, though. He should be able to. He's going to go back to full form. He can't. Maybe Twin Fangs?
Actually, he's alive.
Oh, he's just out of range. Yeah. Took a little too long there from Balthazar. Does he have enough for a breath? Did it switch to intellect?
Yes,
no.
he does. No, oh, he's like 10 off.
Wow, Behemoth really greedy.
Now he has it. Yeah. No fear.
I need your aid.
Well, he lives the Gemini combo, which is really important. Oh! Gemini has no points in his E. That's
Wow, that's true.
Not that great. That could have been the gigantic difference there. What is that? It's almost...
I mean, you have to keep in mind if he doesn't have points in the Q and the E W, though, then obviously he doesn't.
Yeah, but even then, the E is really important early game. Plus, your dogs get 60% of the bonus, so... I feel like, on paper, he did die if he had E. Because the dogs are 360 base MS, and they would have an extra 15 each, almost. So, it's close, but... Oh, they're setting up on him top lane.
Yeah. You see two players in here, Andromeda with the Veiled Rot, Lord South Forest, no invis, but the Ice Dog of Gemini is just kind of sitting back. Almost being, well, that was... Amit just wanted the farm, actually. Fidget stunts right there. You might regret that, because now with Deadwood coming in, it's going to be on cooldown for another 7 seconds. Okay, should be back up, though.
Do they not see each other? There's a hole in that tree. Is there?
Yeah, I assume something would have happened by now if they did. So they're going to go into Gemini, though. Here comes Andromeda. There's a nukes. And Gemini does melt this time. Deadwood, yeah, not going to matter. That rotten grasp. So they kill Gemini, and that's his first death of the game now, too. Going to roam here between South Forest and Andromeda. Oh, they're going to die this, aren't they? Yeah, Deadwood's in trouble. There's a fissure, and easy kill.
Ed.
Yeah, it has been a while since we've seen a Gemini, obviously, but as Tundra middle lane, Shatterstorm, he pops the Avalanche. Is it enough for the getaway? In comes Clanks. Yes, it is. He scares them off. The Bang's coming out. Don't know if they're going to get a turn kill. Actually, maybe on the Luna. Oh, there's the Goon Squad. And the Bangs to help assist for the kill. Maybe. Yes, he gets it. Andromeda now on a Lodestone. But Clanks does not want to risk sticking in there and going for yet another kill. But Rotten Grass will miss. He'll be fine. Top lane, Ice Dog. Oh, it goes back to full form as Gemini, but Gemini's going to die here again. No, the Twin Fangs barely survives. Behemoth, though, Bloodchalice, 1 second. Can he? It's not enough for the kill, though.
Actually, he just killed himself.
No, maybe not.
Do it.
He's running
Do it,
away now.
Balthazar. Do it.
Guess it. Yeah, he's going back
Yeah,
in.
he's dead.
Yeah. Oh, miss it.
Oh! What?
Okay, he really panicked right there. Was trying to get the kill. And Matthias just kind of like walks him by, like, all right, I'll just kind of
walk back to my lane now.
And he even throws that out. Oh, jeez.
I mean, I think that one's okay. I think that's funny, Alcha. I think that one's just.
Yeah, the fact that he
I mean, even
responded like that is fine.
I can imagine Balthazar just slapped his head when that happened, but
Yeah.
it's just funny. But it's okay. We all make mistakes like that. Everyone's made a mistake like that at least once in their life.
It is something, though, as Gemini is in trouble here. Kamisano, he thought he could Twin Fangs in time. He cannot, but the fissure, he needed to wait.
Yeah.
Animation.
Couple more seconds. He's going to get out just fine. If he had ulti, that could have been different as well.
Oh, yeah, that was a kill if he had ulti for sure.
Yeah.
Didn't have it. Oh, wow, that just came
Actually,
up cooldown.
he only has level 2 heavyweight. That might have not been a kill because it wouldn't have gave him time to Q.
Oh, man, no.
Maybe not. Oh.
Oh, Zane goes down middle. Again, though, Clanks is here. He's looking for yet another kill. This one on the Lodestone. Deadwood, get a Falcon Punch, but he went over the cliff. He'll survive at least. They do not kill Lodestone in the process. But Imba doing a good job of actually staying alive throughout all that. So, I mean, we've kind of been caught up in a couple things here, but I will say, when you look at the big picture, hell, Valkyrie, man, 350 gold per minute. She's actually tops in game and has really been, I think, for most of it. Down here, the arrow. Oh, just missed. Tank the bet. Good attempt there. But unfortunately, just on the wrong side. So not going to hit that. But yeah, I mean, getting at that, well, Valkyrie's doing good. And even Gemini, despite a little bit of issues up here, he's 0-1-0 now. He's over 300 gold per minute here.
Yeah.
So
Doing all right.
definitely positives for BMG.
Interestingly enough, both carries are relatively underfarmed in terms of our metagame. If you're watching a tie game, this is exactly what happens every game. But in terms of our games, it's really rare to see both carries under 400 PM at 12 minutes.
Oh, a little bit of an interesting interaction here. You got the Veiled Rot versus the Invis Tundra.
Walking side by side. Oh, is this? Oh, rip Fusen.
Yep. Catches in. There's the spawn. Oh, he's not going to chase, though. Definitely not going to chase.
Why did he just do like no damage? Am I confused? Am I missing something? Oh, it's right. It's level 2 shards. Okay.
Yeah, it's not that high. He maxed out the W first, yeah. Oh, and he ports back just before getting caught, actually. So close to getting turned on there.
Ooh.
Does get out there.
Nerf B Bible thump. Yeah, it was an ulti used top lane and it did no damage.
Oh, yeah, Gemini's really good to go. It's not trouble there at all. Clicks, by the way. The explosion does secure the kill. Is it going to come at a cost here? It looks like maybe on Deadwood. Piercing shards, not enough damage, so never mind. Very good solo kill there, and not a solo kill, but getting the 1 kill on Imbaboy, though. Obviously important for BMG as the bottom tower also pushed in. So BMG definitely gaining a lot of momentum there. A couple of sequence of events there. You saw Clanks too, or C Clanks. He went the Firebrand first here.
Yeah. He is squishy and very easy to kill.
Isn't this newer Clanks one of the ideas with him too? The possibility of like a Firebrand Elder Parasite?
It was, but it kind of goes back to the thing of having 800 HP and having anyone just kind of glare at you and you just feed.
Yeah.
It's just you're too squishy, which is the problem with Clanks is that, you know, the old Clanks was able to fly over cliffs, it had the mobility, it didn't matter if it was squishy, but... Oh! Yeah, good solo kill in here.
Nice find there. He even swapped, hoping to be enough armor to maybe get away, but clearly wasn't the case. And Deadwood able to take him out there. So good find by Death's Lab, to only has 170 gold per minute. Still well off a portal key, but yeah, Strider's power supply is working towards that now, of course. Heading over here to the middle. They're going to find a couple of heroes, but not going to like it. Deadwood, he's going to get turned off pretty easily. Aluna over here. Valkyrie Prism used throughout all this, by the way. The Shockwave kind of whiffed there from Behemoth, despite having the portal key. And Clanks goes down, and there's the Shadow Storm, and down goes Behemoth as well. The missing the ultimate from Behemoth, I think, caused, honestly, a lot of issues there for ECX as far as having success in that fight. And it's going to be a 4-for-1 in the long run there. To top it all off, you see Tank Confetti also wasn't there. Another factor as that fight was breaking out.
Don't even think it even mattered if he was there or not, but really good fight for BMG. Really good early game from them. Completely opposite of the last game. So good to see them really just take over the early game.
We have a pause here, obviously, coming out right after that. So ECX perhaps talking things over as far as how that fight went and what their plan is moving forward here, because it really is starting to grow more and more now for BMG. A 3,200 gold lead and 4,000 experience lead on their side. You got Gemini, of course, now he's getting points into that Elemental Forest, whether or not we agree, not getting any earlier on. He will have it maxed out, of course, here eventually, and becoming more and more impact there. Valkyrie, by the way, the Null Fireblade purchase, and also now a portal key on Lodestone, so some very good items coming out here. On the side of Bad Monkey Gaming, Lodestone even going on a self-force here, but Valkyrie had already turned around. Really, not much she could have done anyway, so. In the end, self-force survives there. But that Null Fireblade on Valkyrie, and again, goes back to Make and his success early on in this game. 3-0-1, 440 gold per minute. Definitely having a very good game on Valkyrie here.
Good start for him.
Yeah.
He never died bot, yeah. He just basically got all the kills bottom when that was all happening while everyone else was dying, so. Good for him, good start. And plus the instant, the Null Fire to instantly take off Hawk as well, so. There's a lot that item does this game.
We also see right here Gemini taking advantage of one of the many advantages of the heroes, splitting up, farming one in the jungle, regenning with the other, and then he sends them back and eventually comes
full
back
HP.
together. So full HP, good to go. Yeah, so definitely a powerful aspect of the hero once again. Has another 14, nearly 1,500 gold saved up here, so we'll see what he goes for. Yeah, activatable items on Gemini are really interesting when it comes to, things like a Shrunken Even or a Geometer's Bane. Because when you're split, of course, you can't use those items.
Yeah.
It's only when you're full form.
Well, it used to be the two ways of building them. The sit in your main form and split when you need to, or actually just go stats for your mid lane.
They have the damage this time. Yes, they do. That time with Tundra there. Easily gets the kill, so great jump onto Gemini, trying to chase Lodestone as well, but fortunately for ECX, just a little too far, and they take the tower though, so nice couple of things happening for Evil Corporation there in the Congor area, but yeah, not going to be doing Congor. I will say, we definitely notice the Clanks nerfs here from items to abilities, like seeing Immoboy on Clanks at 5, 2, and 3, yet only 330 gold per minute, it seems really off. It feels like he should be like 500 GPM plus right now.
Yeah, you just can't farm. You don't have that same flash farming potential, and you see him helping his team more, Valkyrie, by the way, into the jungle. They're going to see it, though, right here.
Yeah, they immediately started falling back, so. Not going to catch them, but still a good attempt there from BMG. But yeah, it does go back to the Clanks pick. Like, this is kind of almost ECX. Kind of wonder if this is something that he has been playing a little bit lately and wanted to really bring it out again, or if this is a kind of a flashback of, what hero I used to be really good at and played a lot was Clanks. And I want to try him again. Oh wait, no, he's not good anymore. But
literally just had this conversation like 3 days ago.
Yeah, hey, you called it.
But yeah, it's still an Imbo Boy hero, and kind of whatever hero you give Imbo Boy, he's going to do well on. And it's still early game. He could still pull through and pull through 500 plus GPM, but it's just he needs to farm a little bit, and I think he's going for a shrunken head now. So I think we're just going to see the exact same old Clanks build minus Thunderclaw. So that looks like what's going to happen, but could be some variation.
Got a little bit of roam here in the Legion jungle. South Forest and Behemoth moving around. Behemoth, Matthias, level 11. Again, has continued to have a pretty good game overall. Yeah, the great start there at the top lane in the 1v1 against Gemini. Yeah, another Mighty Blade purchase. This one on Tankafed, actually, playing the Lord South Forest. Gonna have that delivered there. So yeah, Gemini is one thing, but then again, Valkyrie, she has a Firebrand now. It's going to continue to become more of that semi-carry presence here herself. The Valkyrie Prism, we've talked about several times being used here, and great for setting up ganks, let alone getting out of fights. But also the more time spent, the more time Gemini has to just get beefier. And Gemini really one of these heroes that you like to get tanky even. Frost of Skull, the Behemoth's Heart especially. And at the same time, that's also enhancing his damage by quite a bit because of that passive. The elemental force right there, the strength out of the armor penetration that it provides. So, the point being, he's very difficult to kill later on, and he also happens to do a ton of damage in the process. So,
and that is a positive.
Very good hero. He's on your side. He will just go a Frostburn here. Started off, so yeah, pretty usual. It's kind of what we maybe used to see there. Don't think we're going to see a full Dawnbringer.
Oh, I hope not.
What does intelligence even do on it? It's cast speed, that's right.
Not even that, it's just I don't think he'll proc the Dawnbringer off his dogs doing spells, so bottom lane.
Yep, Tundra, good coordination there. Nothing he could do at that point, and Andromeda also going to get caught because of it, and he too will fall. So a couple of pickoffs, and now Bad Monkey Gaming going to push out the spot him, explore in the Legion jungle. Continuing to gain more and more control of the game right now. I saw the Warhammer purchased by Clank, so he just about has a Shrunken. But I feel like, yeah, Clank's especially, it seems like he is more of, they really need to fight because his farm's going to come through getting team fights and hero kills.
Yeah. And even that, what is the Shrunken Head going to do when a Deadwood jumps on you and just punches you in the head? Like, he needs so many items to be an effective carry this game, and he just doesn't have the time for it.
Behemoth, he's chasing. Lodestone, there we go, catches him with the fissure. Stomp as the follow-up, and yep, they will get a kill. So good find there.
Question me.
Not sure what that was about. Clearing out some trees, I guess, but anyways, oh, they jump actually Valkyrie in the middle lane now. Again, he doesn't have piercing shards. He actually just used it right there. I don't know if it would have been a kill if he had it up, but that was really odd that he used it right before that for some reason. It really must have been a misclick there by Zane.
There's the Valk ulti.
Gemini, he's seen no nice job with the ref, but the disjoint. Oh, that's gotta sting if you're ECX. Thought you had a good kill chance on the Gemini. Unfortunately, he gets away.
I'm gonna farm triple stacked ancients.
Does also have a little bit AoE farm, of course, with that twin breath of his. So should be able to do those pretty efficiently. But yeah, now if you're clanked, it's, again, the progression continues slowly but surely. 377 gold per minute, not too bad. Oh, Andromeda almost got hit by that arrow. Actually, still might die here. There's an Fire Blade. Is going to be fine, has all the support coming in. And actually, turn potential now. Valkyrie in trouble. She just used her leap, so she is in trouble. Even background, though, Deadwood jumps. He goes for Clanks. They talk about the Willowmaker on him. There goes the Shadow Storm. All that damage, even with the Shrunken, it doesn't matter. He's still so vulnerable. Down goes Lodestone as well. Or Deadwood, excuse me. They also kill Lord South Forest as well as Tundra. So, yeah, he really is just too squishy. Also just walks up to Andro. Just smashes him with his head. Yep, the prime example there, even with a Shrunken, Clanks is still very vulnerable.
Yeah, and it's not an Imboboy place to fight. There was no cliffs to run up and down. It's not an Imboboy territory, so just an easy fight win there for BMG, and don't think they can get Congor. I might be able to get a tower top lane or something, but yeah, I mean, they're just kind of slowly but surely taking over the game, so.
Can't say I would have expected a Moon Queen to win the first game for ECX and a Gemini to potentially help win the second game for BMG as far as the carries go at least, but it's been an interesting day, great day as far as matches are concerned, and a lot of potential right now for BMG to try to force a third game here, but still definitely game left. Make, of course, also his addition here of another 1,800 gold even saved up to go with a Firebrand, and no Fireblade has been huge. He's 4-1-3. The Valkyrie Prism has come into play several times. Great for him there. Deadwood. Oh, Deadwood has 10 assists with 2 kills. I mean, 12 of the 16 kills he's been involved in, so I'd say he's definitely doing a good job there. It does have 6 deaths, but, you know, you got Insania here being very active with the Deadwood.
So deep in the trees, top lane.
Yeah.
I'm not going to find anyone.
Does walk out with the...
Oh! I got hit by 5.
Oh, that would do it. Lord Forest and Tundra both fall. The Shadow Storm on top of it. Here comes the counter shockwave. Glowstone will fall. The rest of from Luna not going to really matter as now Clanks is here. And Luna 2 gets picked off. So it does get another double tap there, at least in the midst of that fight. No buybacks, right? Yeah, so really a 2 for 2. Actually, better for ECX there.
Yeah, being behind by so much, getting kills on Imba Boy is very important, but game is still so in favor of BMG right now. ECX needs a pretty good fight, like maybe a 3-0, 4-0. But this fight could keep going maybe if Make tries the arrow.
Deadwood. Here goes Make as well, as you mentioned. The arrow, is he going to throw it? Thought he might have been trying to go for the reach there. Nope, Deadwood just going to go in right away with the Willowmaker punch. However, the Knight's Fissure blocked there. The arrow will secure the kill onto Nier. Oh, that no Fireblade, of course, takes the flight right off of Clanks. And then there is Gemini to help secure the kill in the end. So, Clanks falls again right here. And Congor possibly, probably not just yet. But even Alex and the Malphite delivered to Gemini, though, by the way.
Yep.
Right after that happened. So there's that much more armor penetration as, of course, the life.
Not much tank here.
Huge to have there.
I'm not even entirely sure what ECX can do at this point other than sit in their base and wait for a good team fight, because they're not winning a fight outside the base anymore. Gemini is, just so much more useful than Clanks is, and basically anyone matching up, between the two teams is just, everyone is more useful on the Hellborn team right now. So unless we see the 5-man Behemoth ulti, this is looking a little downhill, a little bit too far downhill at this point.
Lord Forest farming out the Hellborn jungle. You got Deadwood nearby. Looking to maybe make a play, but yeah, it is a uphill battle for ECX at this point here. I'm going to really trek up it. Got Steam Staff purchased by Clanks. I mean, could be either or, an Assassin Shroud, or maybe working even eventually towards a Wing Bow. But it's obviously a case of he's not too happy with where he's at farm, but making do with what he's got right here. Lodestone, a Frost of Skull in the works. Just got a Blessed Orb to go with that Ice Brand. So he is just about there. Behemoth's Art is going to be finished soon here on Gemini. Have that full to work with.
Yep.
More damage, more tanker for him once again. Then yeah, it's Valkyrie. Can't forget about her too on the side. Definitely bringing a lot of that semi-carry presence. With now even the full Geometer's being finished right here. So acting like he's going to go for some random arrows here.
There's the heart.
There you go now. Yeah, only an 80-second cooldown now on the Valkyrie Prism as he hits level 3 of it too, so can even be that much more active. And they've been fairly active with it too. And that is a BMG style. With Veil Rod especially was an item that was introduced into the scene. I know that they were really one of the first teams to become very active with it. And obviously Valkyrie definitely has history with them. As I say this, here we go. And they did not see it, did they? And arrow comes out. Oh, it just misses. Lodestone Not the best of jumps, actually. It's going to be swap a portal key at the same second.
That was interesting.
That was.
Everyone's just going to get out now.
Yep.
I guess that's good for ECX, though. Lets them farm for a little bit while. Got 2 big ultis out of it, so.
Yeah, they're going to try to capitalize here. As they'll push the bottom and go for third tower kill of the game. So a little bit of a closing in the gold gap here. Yeah, Self-Force is another one. We haven't talked too much about this game, at least. Tankafet, I mean, he's got the Talbot once again, the shrunken head. So another 1,200 gold save job. He's farming about 360 gold per minute. E2's not doing too bad here. As it'll be a secondary tower kill, looks like. Oh, never mind. Boxy with the deny. They want to make him pay, though, and Dying comes out. They really want to make him pay. Clanks in the background doing some good damage. Down he goes. Shockwave, meanwhile, to Valkyrie. And Valkyrie, man, to falling. No, she leaps away at the last second. Going to be fine. Meanwhile, back here, Clank stays alive in that flight form. Gemini wants to chase for good reason. Here comes the Valkyrie Prism again. She did survive throughout it. And they're going to try to pursue this. But unless they get Self-Force, I think that they're going to not get anyone. The arrow. Oh, he tries to go for Clanks over here. Can't connect, though. But Deadwood's actually still chasing him. Here comes a post-ace in from Behemoth, actually. Portal key. There's a fissure, and he blocks Deadwood. Well played. And Deadwood is going to get killed in response. So after all of that chase, ends up being a kill on Deadwood. That was a buyback on Behemoth there. But they get it.
Yep. They did get. Yeah, I think so. They need a. Yep, they got a ward up there by Nier, so. Yeah, I think this might be a free Congor and maybe a way back for ECX back into this game, but I don't think BMG's going to give this up for free.
No, there's no way. Yeah, they're not going to kill it fast enough, and you already see them coming through. The arrow flying through. Had to dodge that, but now they need to be careful not to give it up either, as they got it down to about half life here. So, but for now, Congor will start regenning. As far as his life goes, although Gemini's heading over there. And yeah, it looks like that they are going to now try to steal themselves. 5-second arrow. And there is nothing ECX can do to stop it. So unfortunately, the idea of doing Congor kind of backfires. If they didn't actually do all this damage initially, you know, I don't know if BMG would have gone for it, but in the long run, it is picked up by Bad Monkey Gaming here. You got a token now with Gemini picked up, which actually I'm a little surprised. I thought they might have maybe given it to Valkyrie, to be honest.
Yeah, Gemini's pretty hard for them to kill at this point, so. Definitely kind of agree with you that it might have been better on the Valkyrie as well. Yeah. Gemini's it's just so hard to kill at this point. They're never gonna, you know, focus him unless he's completely by himself.
Difficult hero to deal with, especially when he has a farm like he does. Not often we get to see him, but it doesn't make him a bad hero by any means.
I guess Imba's kind of getting close to the Wingbow.
Yeah, I honestly thought it was going to be an assassin trial, but maybe it is because of how the game's kind of played out. He's able to get at least a little bit of farm, maybe, or maybe that was the plan from the beginning. But yeah, Wingbow, I mean, that'll help. It's definitely, there we go. The Dancing Blade is picked up. So it still comes down to the idea of if they just jump him, I mean, even with the evasion, it's going to be difficult to survive. But having that, having the Shrunken, if he's able to sit back, put in the right clicks, as you mentioned earlier, you know, fighting on cliff areas, as, yeah, Insania, again, a little too curious here. And gives up a kill.
Jeez. Clanks and Deadwood on the team. There's 0 trees on the map.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of them taken out, aren't there? So I am a little surprised that ECX still actually is in this game, kind of. Again, Clanks,
yeah.
There's no doubt Clanks is a lot worse. I mean, just even this game is so, the fact that he had such a good start with hero kills and stuff, and his GPM has been as low as it's been, the hero got nerfed. But
yeah,
they're still able to win this game in the long run.
It's still Imba Boy on Clanks, and I guess that's kind of the big thing is, you know, you still have to have a lot of respect for him on that hero for all he's done with it. So who knows? Maybe he's going to pull the rabbit out of the hat.
Yeah, love for that to have in this game. What ECX? A couple of assassin shrouds picked up, both Valkyrie and now Gemini. Actually get them here. So have the assassin shroud. Of course, the benefit also of Gemini getting the agility. Bumps that move speed up. He's already running at 430. It's going to be... Oh, yeah, there's no... I was thinking Genjiro there. So it stays at that 430. But, you know, when he has the Genjiro on top of that, it's going to be upwards of 500 or so, I believe. So, or, you know, in the area. Point is, he's going to be really fast. Always.
That is for sure.
Thanks to his passive there. There's the Wingbow.
Yeah. Now they have to hope they win a fight. A very, very crucial fight.
Little tower, easy kill there. Gemini, of course, is not really feared of being jumped here. Knows that they can set up a turn if so. The top lane, you got ECX trying to push it out and split push here a little bit. Got some good pressure on the tower, but do start to fall back as they realize everyone's missing. And are going to be fine, so good getaway there on their part. Playing says it's going to be the one picking up the farm here in the middle. I was wondering if we're going to possibly see an eventual Thunderclaw from Playing still, but I mean, at this point, yeah, I guess it really just doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Too late.
Just a little
Maybe
too
the
late.
arc lights.
Well, it's just like in cases like this, though, where he's like cleaning up creep waves like that or doing some stacked jungle. Man, it's just not the same without the Thunderclaw.
No, it's literally half the speed. It's just everything he does is just half the speed. It's sad, but
yeah,
if Imba Boy can make it work, maybe Clanks will make his comeback.
possibly.
I mean, because if you think about it, late game, you didn't have the Thunderclaw.
Oh no,
So
no, it was to get to that point.
Yeah. So if you can get to that point without the Thunderclaw, you're still going to be Clanks.
That's true.
So just stick into it and just stick into the game and try to pull through. So probably going to look to see him get the Geos next, and then yeah.
Well, I think the argument though is that he used to kind of have that Salomon effect, where
Yeah.
Salomon got just so ahead of everyone else early on. That's what really makes him that absolute hard carry in that mid game, especially, and that's kind of what Clanks was too, because the charged hammer, he's able to get to that point so early compared to others. Then all the magic damage is just so intense for earlier in the game. But yeah, so I really don't know if it is the same Clanks even with that said. I feel like in the late game I mean, yes, the mobility, it is great. That flag can be so annoying to have to go up against. Now, they do have a Nullifier Blade for one. We've talked about several ways to ideally get it off quickly, so it's not the end-all, but not saying he has no chance of carrying. It's just, even the later game, I still think technically got, nerfed a little bit for this hero,
Sure.
but uh-oh. Top lane, interesting.
It's awkward position. Well, nothing's going to happen.
Yeah, nothing comes of it. You got Lodestone down here. Valkyrie Prism used.
Lodestone is in.
Oh, if he finds Behemoth.
He can't do this. That's so...
There's Valk coming though.
Oh, yeah,
that's
okay, he
a
can do this.
A little easier.
Changed
Got
it
the
all.
support. So well played there. Takes out Matthias, so he's going to be down for another 50 seconds. Matthias also shy of level 3 Shockwave. He's only level 15 here. And just hit level 15 recently. So yeah, still going to be a little bit before he's got the level 3 Shockwave for maximum damage, really, from his abilities here. Meanwhile, you have the Genjiros of both Valkyrie and Gemini getting close.
I need your
Oh.
aid.
Yep, that's a dead Tundra. Baltazar now jumps up to a legendary streak. 6-2-4 here. I think that Genjiro's coming now.
Yep.
While Clank's 2,400 gold, so he talked about Geometer's Bane perhaps. this time.
Yeah, just it's almost there. Needs 2 more items.
Okay,
Road to 6 slot.
I overestimated Gemini and his move speed there. It's actually 442, so when he uses
520?
Gentiro, it's 520.
Yeah.
Basically haste.
Still quick.
Yeah. Yeah, without it, about 420 or so. 438, excuse me. But yeah, still very good. Is the point. Very hard to get away from when he's running you down. So you're trying to find somebody over here. You got another random arrow flying out. Yo! Almost got Clanks. Don't know if it would have resulted in anything there, but always fun to see these absolutely long-range arrows.
Yeah. Ooh, portal key on Fusen for good red stuns if you can get them. Blue. Thias pretty far off 16. Be really nice if they can get him 16 before the next fight.
Bottom lane, maybe. Nope, Deadwood just roaming on in. And going to fall back before any jumps happen on him. Again, very, very cautious game now at the point of... And I don't know if we fault BMG necessarily, but they've definitely had some pretty big... they've had a lead here, and they could have maybe made some plays. Now, I guess they're at the point where it's either siege or try to get ganks, and they've tried to get some ganks, so I can't blame them for lack of trying here. But Congor will probably be the next skirmish here, as about a minute left now on that Congor resurrection.
Yep. Gonna be a lull period probably until then, but it gives Imbaboy some time to farm, but he would have bought Geo. Okay. So he would have bought Geos if he wanted it already, so wants the mobility from the Shroud.
New arrow from Valkyrie. Yep, gonna miss. And here's the jump action of Deadwood. Tundra coming in. He's gonna take a lot of damage though himself. Storm Spirit will keep him alive for the time being. Swap, it does ultimately keep him alive. Well played right there to keep him alive. Meanwhile, the background saw Forrest going at it with 2 heroes over here. So split fights happening in the backdrop. Behemoth Shockwave coming in, the attack's applied, and Lowstone actually getting low. Lord Top 4 is gonna live. Gemini makes sure to get the hell on out of there. So numbers-wise, definitely a victory for ECX here, as BMG completely scatters away. Clanks is trying to maybe chase somebody. Can't catch up though, but another victory, and now here's another Congor. We saw what happened last time though. Granted, they are down 2 heroes now. So 4 is getting low, by the way.
Tanka got hit by an arrow and then got hit by a Luna snipe.
Well, he will live, but yeah, it's not going to be enough to do Congor. They do have to fall back. Clank's kind of going back in, though, as if he wants to maybe jump somebody, but yeah, not going to happen there. But yeah, that worked out, again, very well for ECX. The background there, jumping Lord South Forest, that's the worst target to try to, individually kill. Not saying that was a bad idea necessarily, but it made it difficult and bought the time for the response there.
Yep.
For ECX.
Yep, same thing again. They're going to try to finish it.
This time it wasn't as much. It was only like maybe 10% of the health initially.
Yeah.
So not a huge deal. But yeah, it is going to be stolen by BMG. So it's kind of interesting how both times now it's like ECX kind of wins the fight around Congor, yet BMG comes in and then kills Congor. And now you got a token of Valkyrie.
Yep.
To top it all off.
Definitely the right decision this time around. Gemini's just too tanky to really die. So definitely the right decision to give it to Valkyrie. And now it's just timing at this point. What team they want, I don't know. It's just a matter of what team wants to fight. And now ECX has to be even more patient, which is good. I guess they want to be patient. Ooh. Matthias with the dodge. Oh my god.
Right there with the portal key.
That was on point.
Yeah. Caught the after effect of that, but see, he was figuring something could have been up, so gets away, and then even comes back in to clean up some farm. How about that? A little bit of greed. Okay, yeah. So, talk about being greedy. That's the pure definition right there.
It's well, greed is not always good.
No. He definitely should not have gone back in right there, but he did. He took the bait, and he ends up dying as a result of it. Oh, Gemini nearly caught up. Ends up being up just shy.
10 out of 10 grief. Yeah, they're gonna try to push base now, and with token, shouldn't be too difficult.
Hell no. Do not question me.
Here we go. There's the middle tower. The first time we've really seen a siege attempt this game. A lot of illusions causing issues here. We got Clanks though, good to go in the background. Lord South Forest, of course, he's not afraid to be up front. And BMG choosing to retreat. Just not enough firepower right now. Despite having that token on Valkyrie and Behemoth being dead for the time being, but he just resurrected, so didn't want to hang around too long here. And we'll get back. So, token, another 245 remaining, so they could definitely kind of reset this. And probably like to go back in.
Yep.
Ooh.
Wow.
Valkyrie,
Maka's farmed.
He really is. Gemini, a lot of focus on him as the main carry, but yeah, Maki really is a big threat himself as far as his carry goes.
I mean, Wingbow's really not the biggest deal in terms of the evasion this game. Shrunken Head might have just been better, but I guess superior on the whole. I mean, I guess most of the Legion team's superior, but Wingbow just, I mean, I guess South Forest autoing and Clanks autoing maybe after the fight, so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's Wingbow. It's not a bad item.
Buffs the illusions.
Yeah.
Benefit too, so.
Oh. Yeah. You saw what I saw.
Yeah, Andrew.
Rip HP. Back to base.
He's fine, but yeah, he's at the same time maybe not. Has to be careful. Bottom lane, ooh, Clanks. Boys the rotten grasp and keeps on farming. He's good. 3,200 gold saved up on a Clanks now. So he could finish the Conjuro, could go the Geometer's Bane, could even go a whole new item. It's has several choices here still. He still needs his attack modifier, whether he gets that lifesteal or the shield breaker route even. Could be interesting.
Yeah, true.
Actually wonder what direction he's going to think to go in, because yeah, you'd figure obviously lifesteal with the full symbol eventually would be huge for him to survive, but you know, is he doing enough damage then at that point? So it's a tough call.
I think if he's surviving, he's doing the damage.
Yeah, that's a way
I
to
think
look
at
at
this
it.
point, surviving is top priority, so maybe he's got another idea though. What is that, level 2? Yeah, level 2 puzzle. Okay. So that's only good on Tundra. That'll help a little bit.
Gemini, another 5,000 gold. Okay, just got a Blessed Orb actually. Probably a Frost of Skull or Geometer's Bane, one of the two.
Yeah, probably start splitting for both now. And token, 30 seconds. Not really sure if they're going to be able to actually effectively use it.
Fissure stun, no follow-up though, leaps away.
Yeah. So they should see the timing on the token. And
Well, pretty similar to what happened the last time they just tried to siege. Again, BMG playing it very, very cautious. It is hard to blame them. Really can't. They're down 1-0 here in a very important series. Trying to stay alive in the winner's bracket, let alone this series. So they're being very, very cautious with their timings. But, you know, the downside of this is they are giving time to this Clanks. To a Clanks that really doesn't have a farming tool other than his skill set. Yet he's now upwards of 450 gold per minute. He just got his Conjuro finished. And we talked about, you know, there's potential for still items like a symbol and then even finishing Geometer's Bane. I mean, he still has a little bit to go. It's not like he's capping out either soon, but I'm not going to say the window's closing for BMG, because even with a full slotted Clanks, I still think BMG has a good shot, but still.
yeah,
It's like, why let them get to that point?
Yeah, and
is the argument.
Lifesteal at this point, I mean, just the Whispering Helm at this point could make a huge deal, so.
Do not question me.
Well, the Shiver, no doubt, is making it a little bit difficult, too. We can't overlook that. Obviously, the movable ward, really. And actually, speaking of that, not going to see the invis right here. However, Lord Self-Force, he dodged initially, and he just keeps avoiding. So, did pop the Shrunken in the end, but still gets away. Meanwhile, oh, you're right, a creep. Andromeda, though, she is caught. Behemoth, he's going to be... Okay, he ported away. That was a swap from Andromeda. He's trying to live right there. So Andro dead. Is this the time they try to break through? They don't have a token anymore. And Andro's not necessarily the prime target, so... Nope. Gonna spread out once again.
Farm some more.
That first game.
Bottom.
Is Deadwood dead? Yes, he is. That's a bound eye. Get it? Somebody? There you go.
Bye.
So,
Drops the dust for the eye. That's a pretty good upgrade.
much better investment there for sure. Yeah, 5,400 gold on Self-Force. A sheepstick on him. Could be coming up here. That'll be big to have for sure. You got level 3 puzzle box. Not level 2, so almost level 3. Now on Tundra. Another big item to potentially have here. 2,500 gold on Behemoth. Working towards his item choice. Could be one of several. You know, Resto Stone comes to mind. Sheepstick as well could be potentially big to have, but both are a bit of a grind still. I think Zane just got his level 3 puzzle box too, so yeah, does have it now. Delivered here. There's the Sheepstick on Self-Force.
That's important. Very, very important.
A lot of items coming out. Conjuro on Valkyrie. Geometer's Bane on Gemini. Now finished. And the Frostless Skull to come. Of course, next in line. So he's 449 movement speed now. Without any special buffs. That's just his passive move speed here. Again,
He's
near
trucking.
haste. He is difficult to get away from. There's the Frosted Skull as well. So a lot of armor pen. Very tanky, a lot of damage. Welcome to Gemini. In the late game, at least. Oh, over here, Antro. Once again, going to get caught. Near living up to the Andromeda name here. 9 deaths this game.
He's not pulling the love this time around.
No, yeah, that earlier performance there from Love. Again, I'm going to say, I mean, is this the time? And it looks like maybe it is.
Need to get some mana on him before this fight.
He even pops a mana potion right there. Yeah, he's just there. He's running out. Yeah, no, it's definitely needed the mana. In the racks, it's exposed, but just illusions left. And they're going to kill them off. So, again, a very passive play here. Ultimately by BMG. Not going to really force the issue. Going to take their time. At this point, definitely waiting for another Congor. It's up in just about a minute here, if not less. And it will be bananas. This will be the third game today. We'll have bananas Congor.
Over an hour game too.
And that too, yeah. I was gonna say it earlier. I mean, the game 1 of today, man, it really did set up for this. Quite the grind here today. Again, not surprised. It's the winter bracket semifinals here with only one of these 6 teams that are remaining eventually advancing on to the World Finals. So it's a big deal. But man, is it a grind? The players and casters, everyone alike. Here we go, middle lane. Gemini going to be jumping, actually. Finally some action breaking out. Gemini getting low. Gemini barely twin fakes away. Going to survive in the long run. Deadwood, though, will fall victim. And now he's Valkyrie. Takes the Sheepstick, though. Valkyrie all of a sudden getting low herself. Lawson in the back with the Shatterstorm. They did catch Clanks. That is big, of course. Valkyrie stays alive. So Lowe's don't doing enough work onto Clanks in the background. And the Undying on Valkyrie actually may get her killed. Yeah, she is going to die back there as she gets caught. And also a kill into Luna from Behemoth. The double tap for him. Nice tablet from Lord Self-Force, by the way. And he's able to escape out of this. So a very, very interesting fight here. And, I mean, I guess BMG comes out on top, but on an ECX, it's not the worst case ever. Ends in a 2 versus 2.
That could have went way worse.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're happy with that outcome, so. just a matter of Clanks dying pretty instantly to the Lodestone combo.
Yeah.
And there's really not much you can do other than, you know, the perfect Storm Spirit, which there was a Storm Spirit after the ulti, but still, if you can get it off beforehand and stop Clanks from actually eating the ulti, that'd be huge for them.
Again, we see Clanks able to sit back there, get some damage off. We saw how low Gemini did get for barely getting away. And then again, they locked down Clanks and eventually killed him. But yeah, Gemini and Valkyrie getting so low in that fight. Again, Valkyrie ended up dying, of course, but after the fight continued on there, Gemini living. But the chances are there for ECX, so by all means, continuing to grind this one out here, up 1-0 right now. I do have, somebody was pointing out, I guess, similar rage against Lord South Force would be silly, but we're referring to Clank, so
yeah,
he's on his team. So yes, it would be. I still think there's debate that he could still get it.
It'd still be okay.
Yeah, but it would make it a little bit more like, okay, maybe not. But yeah, the point is, Clank's his teammate. So, and speaking of Clanks, nice swap there, avoiding the stuff from Lodestone, but he's still locked down quite a bit. Finally, he's starting to fly away. The Shadow Trap isn't enough. No, it's not. The chase is on. The Genjiro, he's doing everything to get away, has to turn and fight finally. Down goes Deadwood. The Fisher block actually helping a little bit. He's still alive, actually. And now Gemini's getting low. Gemini will go down. Clank's doing so much damage. Takes out Aluna, gets the hat trick. Valkyrie's in trouble. Valkyrie's going to fall right here. Emma Boy goes down. No, he lives. He lives in the end. A genocide for ECX. And now Congor wide open. There's only one buyback, and it's on to Gemini, who may possibly use it if he thinks they're doing this, but how did he live throughout all of that with no lifesteal? Wow.
What a tank.
Somehow, yeah.
Well, we're still seeing that Clanks can be the same carry he always was.
I guess so.
Even with the same items, he's still doing what he used to do, and now he's just one item off to what he always used to have, so... I mean, that was scary. That was scary to see that Clanks can still do that, so very interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's scary for BMG perhaps as well. I mean, Clanks, because on top of that now goes back, obviously, yeah, the little geometer span here, another 2,200 gold. And again, if he gets that lifesteal, that's what we're kind of thinking about. No matter what he gets next, it's going to be huge. But there's other big items also coming out. As a Resto Stone, I believe I just saw finished on Lord South Force, actually. And Behemoth, he had one in that fight. That caught me off guard. I wonder if it did for the Hellborn team right there. So they got a couple of Resto Stones that now they have to work on, including the double sheepstick on Lord South Force. I am a little bit surprised, and I don't think I'm alone in that, but ECX is actually right back in this game. And, you know, now you got to be a little more critical of BMG and not finishing this game or not really trying to really push the issue earlier on. But there is still game, so we'll see how it continues to play out.
Back to the ECX trying to take Congor, not taking it, but this time around they're going to be okay with it. They're going to want this fight.
A lot of illusions to go up against here. It's so much chaos within the Congor pit. It's like, who do we go for? He's getting solo. Behemoth, he finds a one-target Valkyrie. Valkyrie's going to die off the bat. Lodestone Shatterstorm. Is he going to hit anyone? No, it's not. The Avalanche locks him down, actually. He can't really do much in the long run. Where's Clank throughout all this? He's on the side. Oh, the Bananas is still dead. The token is still dead. You're right. He picked the Bananas. Lord South Force. He's trying to run away. Gemini goes back in. He realizes the mistake, but by the time he does, as Behemoth jumps in, they've already lost the teammates. Aluna's going to fall. And all of a sudden, it's just Gemini. He actually gets out of there with a token. He had to use the Bananas, though, on top of that. But a victory again for ECX. And now the push middle lane.
Yeah, this is going to be a free set of racks. I mean, the only one with buyback is Balthazar and Fuzen, and I don't expect Fuzen to buy back here, so... Oh, he does buy back, okay. I mean, I do expect Fuzen to buy back. It's not going to make a difference.
Exactly, you might as well on a hero like that, but is it going to be enough to hold is the question. They really don't have much they can do against this Clank, so I think no. I mean, at least they're going to lose a tower. Whether or not they lose a Rax, I think so, because, yeah, he's going to fly right here, and he's going to ride for it. So, yeah, it's going to be a Rax kill. It's not worth the risk for BMG to give up more at this time. So, unbelievable turn of events here for Evil Corporation. Wow, I mean, this has been all BMG for this whole second game, really, it feels like. And all of a sudden, now Evil Corporation, the Clanks. Why would I have ever doubted the Clanks? Oh, I do not know. Gemini, he gets locked down. He's trying to maybe chase for some kills. Don't know if they're going to get any. Yes. Oh, the arrow hit Tundra.
Poor thing.
Oh, the lucky arrow at least right there to secure a kill. But, well, they're up 1 racks to nothing now. Is the Evil Corporation because of that.
Yeah. Guess you can just never doubt the Imba God.
Yeah. And now you have Clanks. He's going to have that item, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It is going to be a symbol eventually.
This is Clanks. This is what he's always strived to get late game. So he's here and oh wow!
Behemoth, the double shockwave. Look at Valkyrie. Never mind, you can't. He's dead. He just dropped right there like it's hot. Gemini trying to find an opening, but Clanks, he went the invis right as he tried to right there. Sheepstick on a lodestone. Then now on the run, it's actually Deadwood as Clanks is chasing him back. I think might be able to. Back here, though, okay, Baltazar cleaning up with a double tap, so they got committed to chasing that Deadwood, and that actually backfires as both Behemoth and Clanks, they have to fall back themselves. So a little bit of a distraction there. Comes out to the favor of Bad Monkey Gaming.
It was a really good start, though, so they just kind of overextended instead of sitting back and helping. You know, if Behemoth and Behemoth and Clanks both sat back and went on the Gemini together, and all 5 of them were collapsing on the Gemini, that could have been totally different.
Gemini just bought a Wingbow, by the way. What is he getting rid of here?
He still has a
Boots?
token.
He can literally get rid of boots, right?
Yeah, I think he can. It'll give him the agility. They'll still have the same movements. Well, not the same, but I think he'll be like 390, maybe 410.
Yeah, he just got rid of boots.
Oh, okay, I almost called it. 409.
Yeah, he's still plenty fast. No reason to have the
With
boots
the
at this
Genjuro
point.
as well.
And a Genjuro, exactly. So, yeah, that's just fine. The fact that he has to get rid of boots, one of the few heroes, I think it's safe to say, in the game that can realistically do this and be, well, just fine. So, all right. Well, back to another just very even game. 61 minutes in right here is where we're now at. Valkyrie, she's proven, obviously, very high impact potential being a semi-carry, but they really prioritized Valkyrie these last couple of fights, and she's definitely died very quickly as a result of that. So the Sheepsticks and the burst that this Legion team does have kind of has been the victim.
Yep.
Clanks has 5,500 gold.
Wants the buyback.
Yeah.
Wants double buyback, technically.
True.
If it came to it, he has both.
Yeah, and Whispering Helmet itself is obviously providing a lot, so yeah, he doesn't necessarily need that symbol of rage right now. All right. Sending in the Illusion Squad. There's the real Gemini. He has the token.
30 seconds on it.
You're right, 30 seconds. The Undying is applied. Start harassing them down. Yeah, so they need to go within these next 10, 15 seconds or else they really can't commit to this, and I think BMG is going to fall back, yeah. It's just not going to happen. So, again, this has to be their 4th or 5th time attempting to siege the middle lane, and they just cannot break through.
No.
As the arrow flies on right through them.
Now we might see the right click of the symbol by Emba Boy, knowing that they're not pushing anymore. Maybe not. I might just sit on it. Might have no problem.
Yeah.
There's always illusions up by this Hellborn team.
I know, yeah. It's so confusing. Even Lodestone has his illusions there. The rune helps with that. So tokens going to no longer be the case. About 5 minutes before Congor comes up.
Wonder what he'll choose as his last item.
Carry. Moon in.
Wonder if he'll choose like a demonic or something like that. They don't have one.
Lodestone?
No. I'm talking about Gemini.
Oh, Gemini.
Gemini dropped token having another item slot now.
Well, he does have boot. He got red boots actually for now.
Yeah, I'll probably just hold on to it. I don't think he really needs.
Yeah, they just get post haste, right? Like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, he sold it.
Well, he'll and I buy back if he buys it, so.
Yeah.
Oh, bottom lane. Here we go. There's the symbol flying out.
It's not there yet, though. Behemoth jumps way back into Gemini. Clanks isn't nearby just yet. I don't know if they have the damage, honestly, or maybe they do. The half-life. Here comes Clanks, and down goes Gemini. He does have the buyback. Clanks bursted in the background. He goes down right off the bat. There's another shockwave from Behemoth, though. Valkyrie having to leap away. Deadwood getting low. Valkyrie caught by the fissure stun. South Forest trying to chase him down. Good kite, though, with that no-fire blade. Here comes Gemini back in. He's trying to. He's still so far away, though. And he's not going to be able to join them in time as the rest run away once again from ECX. So big burst on both sides, both carries eventually fall early in the fight.
Yeah, but totally worth it for ECX there. Balthazar's out of buybacks.
That was his final, you're right. And Imboboy gets to sit on both of his still.
That was totally okay for ECX. They would take that any day of the week. I mean, yeah, he did get instant bursted by Boxy, and the Lodestone ulti with the Deadwood punch actually, I think, did at least 1,200 damage.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, it's just pure burst from both teams.
I'm kind of wondering. I'm trying to sit here and think the only way this Hellborn team, it feels like they're going to be able to kill Clanks now in these fights, is with the big burst from Willowmaker. You know, Deadwood jumping in, getting that big burst off the back of the Shadow Storm. So I almost want to suggest that the lifesteal is maybe not that effective. If he's being locked down, he's just dying from 100 to 0 anyways. Maybe he would be better off getting, dare I say, an Ultor's heavy plate. Like, just getting massive armor from that. But a little ridiculous maybe, but I don't know.
It's so hard to argue with not getting Symbol on Clanks. Because, like, even if you get out with 100 HP and you start kiting on cliffs, you're going to be full HP. Like, it's so hard to argue against Symbol.
Yeah.
But I kind of see where you're coming from in terms of getting bursted like that, but
Yeah.
you can't really take off the Lodestone ulti anyways. Oh,
Sheepstick, Gemini, here we go again. The better start for the Legion team. Is it going to be the best in the end, though? In the background, Deadwood jumps Clanks, but Clanks easily lives throughout this time. And now he gets swapped out. He's still alive. He is stunned this whole time. He got hit by an arrow or something, maybe the red stun, but finally starting to auto-attack, and Gemini will feel the pain right there. He will fall. Valkyrie off to the side, trying to make a play right here. His symbol is still up for Clanks. He does not have to use it yet. Valkyrie gets locked down, has team support. Valkyrie goes down. Aluna, the only survivor. A hat trick for Imboboy. Something stunned him forever. It must have been the red stun.
it was the arrow. No, it was an arrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
it went through
stun.
like 10 things. It curved around.
Yeah. Well,
But
he
yeah.
lived through it anyways.
I think that's game. They have one
ECX.
buyback.
Wow. Pushing back.
Curve this.
And yeah, what can they do? The one buyback, it's on to Valkyrie.
Curve this.
And are they going tier 4? Okay, they're going tier 4. Imboboy seemed a little unsure.
Well, I guess he wasn't sure, of buybacks, if they were going to have any buybacks, but
Okay.
knowing they're not buying back, why don't you just push? There's the buyback.
They're going to try to catch him here. The arrow on his Lords of Forest, but Valkyrie and Aluna alone. Yeah, Aluna just melts. And now it's just basically Valkyrie alone. So, going to do all that she can to hold right here. As Lords of Forest gets low, but there's Beamer jumping in. Clanks, focus, fires Valkyrie. And down she goes. Double tap for Imboboy. Second and final buyback, but it's too much. GG, well played. Game 2 and the series will go to Evil Corporation. And they're going to find themselves matched up against Fresh in the winner bracket finals now here of the Han Tour Season 4 playoffs. What a crazy game, and what a way to finish the day here. What it really was just two great series that we had here today. So, but yeah, what a solid comeback for sure from Evil Corporation there, Acosta.
Yeah, that was all around really good play from ECX, and I think BMG showed a sign of life in that second game. I think they didn't force the issue as much as they should have early game, when they kind of had that massive lead over Clanks when he had like 2 items made.